Hello, my name is Softworker. Welcome back to a new episode of my Minecraft guides for the FeedTheBeast Sky Factory 3. Today I'm going to talk about those awesome things here, the sieves or sifters, how you want to call them, because they are the essentials for Sky Factory 3. If you're a German viewer, feel free to watch the German version of this video, which is displayed in the top right corner right now. The reason for this video is that I just received a couple of questions on how to use those things effectively, and I also have seen some YouTube videos or streams where they haven't been used to their full potential, and I hope I can fix that problem for you. Especially because compared to Sky Factory 2 or 2.5, there have been some changes how they actually work. Before I can talk about the sieves themselves, I just want to give you a short quick tip in order to get the materials for the sieves a bit faster, in this case gravel. What I do is I have built a hammer room, which is 5 blocks wide, 4 blocks high and 8 blocks deep. In this case there are enough stone blocks in there that, let me just show you, that if I use my ore miner, it will break off all the stones up until the last row. And then I can simply go there with my wand and replace all the rows again. And in this case, very quickly get my stone replaced and can continue hammering. Okay, then let's start talking about the different sieves that are in the game. There are 4 major versions: the normal sieve, the heavy sieve, the auto and the auto heavy. The price for those sieves is not really high. You can see here you only need a bit of wood for the starter versions and then a bit of iron for the auto version or steel. There's also a mana steel version, which then also is using mana instead of energy, instead of redstone flux to be powered. One thing that I find is interesting with the auto sieves is that you see those little people in there, and I'm kind of wondering, we are electrocuting people constantly to work for us. I am not absolutely sure if that's okay, but if you are feeling guilty or just want to harass your friend on the server, what you can do is you can create a name tag with the name of a player on the server, and then just right click the sieve, and suddenly you are the one, or he is the one, doing the sieving. So you can actually enslave your friends. Not sure if that's better, but that's up to you. The big difference between the normal sieve and the heavy sieve is simply that the heavy sieve can only work with compressed items, so compressed gravel, sand or dust. So in the one-on-one comparison, it can do the sifting 9 times faster, which sounds like a good deal, but it has a drawback. Simply, the drawback is that you only get 7 times the resources or the materials out of it. So you trade some of the materials for a bit of speed, and there are actually ways to speed those things up, and we're going to take a look at that right now. And here you're going to see one of the features of the new sieves that I think are heavily underused. And this is simply by creating a field of 5 by 5, so 25 sieves in one block, you can do the following. Just click the middle one with something to sieve, and it will then do all at once. So compared to the heavy sieve, that's actually cool, especially because the heavy sieve doesn't have that feature. The heavy sieve only does 1 block. So the question is now, why actually use the heavy sieve? There's a reason for it. First of all, the meshes can be expensive, especially in the early game. So if you cannot afford to build 25 meshes of the same type, then maybe you should build 1 mesh for a heavy sieve and use this one instead. Also, the auto sieve is, of course, the normal sieve can't have the benefit of 25 at once, so here the heavy sieve is the clear winner when it comes to speed. Also, you later on can enchant meshes, and enchanting is costing XP as well as some resources, so make sure you potentially don't want to enchant 25 meshes and just focus on 1 maybe. There was a problem in the past where when you would sieve, that the results would just fly randomly across the screen and just displayed everywhere. This has been fixed since in a way that they will be automatically put into your inventory. You can see them flying directly towards me, which has the drawback that item collectors can no longer pick them up if your inventory isn't full. So if you want to still use item collectors, you have to have a full inventory while doing the sieving, otherwise the items go directly towards you instead of the chest that you have designated as a receiver. Another quick thing I want to show you now is the iron backpack from Iron Backpacks. This one can upgrade it with a restocking upgrade, and then when you shift right click it, you can set up a list of items that you want to restock from this backpack into your hand. Right now I have a bit of gravel in there, and you can see it when I'm sifting through it. My hand is going to be restocked with what I had in my backpack. There we go, and now it's empty. There we go, it's gone. So that actually speeds up the whole process. It's kind of like inventory tweaks, but since this one is not on the pack yet, that's a good replacement for it. And with that, let's move to the other part of the sieve, which is the meshes that I've initially talked about. As I said, each mesh has its own results and its own chances. And especially the crossover between sand, gravel and dust is a bit confusing. That's why I actually made a nice spreadsheet. In here you see what you can get from what specific mesh. For example, you see that if I'm gonna sift through gravel in a string mesh, I get only this. If I'm gonna sift through gravel in a flint mesh, I also get lapis and coal suddenly. If I use an iron mesh, I also suddenly get a diamond over here. And if I use a diamond mesh, I also get an emerald. Also, those are the different chances of getting an item. You see here that the chances don't add up to 100%. That means there is a loss. There's a chance that you sift through something and don't get anything back. That's normal. That's how it's supposed to be, I believe. So I'm gonna leave a link to that spreadsheet in the description field. So if you are confused what mesh you should use and what would be the best results, feel free to open the spreadsheet and look it up yourself and decide what's best for what you're doing. I didn't include soul sand or endstone or anything else because those things are more straightforward. I just focused on sand, gravel and dust because there's so much crossover that it can be confusing. Another quick tip of myself would be to make sure that you enchant your meshes whenever you're capable of, because it actually makes a huge difference. We have 3 different enchants. We have Sieve Efficiency 5, we have Sieve Fortune, and we have Sieve Luck of the Sea. Efficiency just makes sure everything goes faster. Fortune gives you, of course, better results and you have higher percentages of outcomes. And then you have Luck of the Sea, which gives you randomly a fish while sieving. Stick with those 2, if you're feeling like it. And just to show you how different it actually is, I now have placed all the meshes with Efficiency 5 meshes and Fortune 3 meshes. And look at that. Look at that. That's definitely an upgrade. And to give you a bit of a comparison, I have now sifted through about 1,000 gravel. And this is the results with the normal meshes without any enchants. And here we have the result with the meshes with enchants. First of all, it was of course way quicker this way, but also I have almost doubled my output by using the enchants, so whenever you can do it, it's certainly worth it. And with that, I'm going to reveal my last trick when it comes to the Sieves, which is luck. Instead of just enchanting the meshes, you can also give yourself a luck bonus. You can either use this Tinker's Construct slime, or you get a potion of luck, or you use the environmental controller for luck. That's up to you. Or the booster, it works as well for my tools. And let's compare again. So we see here, that's just the enchanted. And over here, that's with the enchanted meshes plus luck. And to even top that, heavy sieves actually benefit more from luck. That's what I got from only the enchanted mesh. And that's what I got from the enchanted mesh with luck bonus. So that's definitely a big upgrade compared to this one. Especially look at the diamonds. How many more diamonds I actually got from the heavy sieves with the same mesh and the same luck bonus. And of course, when we compare them to the normal output of a heavy sieve, that's amazing. That's amazing. So keep this in mind. The best benefit, the best results that you have is using the heavy sieve with an enchanted mesh and luck bonus, and then you get lots of resources. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye, and I hope you learned a few things about how to use the sieves more effectively. And I hope you also enjoyed watching the video. If you did so, please leave a like or leave a comment explaining me where I failed. If you enjoy the content in general, think about subscribing to my channel, because that actually helps out a lot. And if you are a German viewer, again, I have a Let's Play series for Sky Factory 3, and for the English viewers, I have lots of other guides for modded Minecraft, so maybe you find something that you would like. Until the next time, bye bye!